I was a hoe.
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be reacting to a video titled I Traded Celibacy for Hot Girl Summer. Let's go ahead and get right into this video, guys. Make sure you guys don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead and show your support to the channel. So here we go.
I was a hoe. Is that appropriate to just start this video? We just got to call it like we see it. I was a hoe. After I went through my breakup last year, I was wilding out. I kind of felt like I needed to maybe get my power through sex because I'm such a sexual being.
What are your thoughts right off the bat? She's basically saying she went through a bad breakup and ultimately, she wanted to get her power back, I guess her identity back with sex. So she decided to just give it out to a whole bunch of people, ride the CC. And in reality, a woman's power is her fertility, her being feminine, her womb. And ultimately, you should be preserving that as a woman. You shouldn't be giving it away. What are your thoughts on that?
I agree. It's very simple. I agree. She's losing her power doing this, right? Like you're not gaining anything from it. Like if anything, you're just causing a messier situation for you.
Yep.
Especially right after a breakup, very high emotion, like you're not thinking straight,
right.
You're hurt. You know what I mean? You're making the wrong decisions at that time. So the best thing for her to do is just to be by herself. Don't add more people to the mix.
Like trying to find my power through sex because it's something I like, something I'm good at. I don't think that was like healthy, but more so I think there was, therapy. Maybe we could have tried that first. I didn't take the best approach.
All right. So in retrospect, somewhat accountability. She's basically saying, hey, what I did, I should have went through therapy to kind of overcome, I guess whatever feeling she was facing at the time. But let's go ahead and continue. Let's see if she keeps that same energy throughout the video, hopefully.
But what brought me to celibacy was February, the week of like the end of January, early February. I was on a bender. I was on the app BLK or Black, and I was literally running through apartments and I was just like not myself. The old vlog channel saw it. It was just really, really messy. It wasn't cute. And like, I do not like, it's hot girl summer. Like if you want to be out in the streets, be out in the streets.
Don't take this advice. Okay. I don't know why she's out here promoting hot girl summer when she was just saying how bad of an experience it was for her.
Right.
And this whole bad experience led her to celibacy because it wasn't good. You know what I mean?
And she has over 400,000, people in her network. And instead of saying, hey, this is what I did, these are my findings, this is what I found from this, I guess, experiment, so to speak, you shouldn't do this. She's not saying that at all. She's just basically saying, just do whatever you want, regardless of my bad experiences.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, listen, do what you want. I'm just telling you, like, still have a hot girl summer, but
yeah, it's a little irresponsible. I mean, if you know better and you have a influence on people, you should be pointing them in the right direction, right? Yeah. But let's go ahead and continue.
Be young, wild, and free. My intentions were to find my power back, and I was like, sis, this ain't the way to do it. So actually what happened on February 1st and 2nd. Okay, so this guy that like completely broke my heart in 2019, I saw him 2 nights in a row. Sorry, Birkin's scratching herself. We shall wait for the princess. She's done. So February 1st and 2nd, this guy I was like completely in love with a couple years back was visiting LA. I saw him both nights, and the first night I realized I don't even know if it's just, I'm sure it's not just me, but have you ever been so like in love with somebody and then you just like think like, oh, my heart's broken, I love them, whatever. And then you see him again and then you're like, that's literally what happened to me. Like, keep in mind, I still thought he was cute, but like that thing that was...
All right. Like I hear what she's saying, but what it sounds like is she, again, had a whole bunch of partners, hot girl summer, running through different apartments. And now that you're in a position to possibly pair bond with somebody and have that gushy, lovey feeling, nope. Like you're completely turned off by that. What are your thoughts on that?
No, I agree with you. I think and I know it was a guy that she felt like strong feelings for before. And then now seeing him again after she went through all that stuff, she's like, I'm over it now.
Yeah.
Which she could just be over it. You know, that's fine too. But I think it is, again, like what you said about the pair bonding thing.
There for me just wasn't there anymore. And it felt like I was able to take a step back and be like, you were just not the person that I was in love with. And maybe that's not even true. Maybe I've changed and I see you different.
All right. Well, there you have it. She said, maybe I changed, right? So she did change, right? Those experiences changed her, right? The more experiences a woman has in regards to sexually, the more she loses her ability to pair bond and connect with a man, right? She's always going to compare her previous experiences from other guys to the current guy that's right in front of her.
Just wasn't feeling it. I didn't feel that like I'm in love with you. You know, when you're having sex with someone you're in love with, it's different. It wasn't there for me. He was doing the best things he's ever done to me in my life. Okay, like I think he was trying to get reparations for breaking my heart. That was night one. So night one, it was cool, whatever. Like I was there till the morning. The next morning, I was like, okay, that was a lot of fun. And I even told him to his face, I was like, I think I'm good. Like, I think I'm really good. He was like confused. And then he was like, well, can we cuddle? And I was like, I would really like to go home. I was just done. It's not that I don't hate him. I'm done. He was like, oh, we can't even cuddle. And I was like, and I laid there for a couple minutes. And then I was like, no, I think I'm ready to go home. And he took me home. That made me like question everything. Because in my head since then, even though I had a boyfriend, he was like the one.
Hold on. Is she saying that she had a boyfriend?
Wait, what just happened?
Hold on. So she had a boyfriend while she was messing with her ex?
I have no idea.
That's super messy.
Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know.
She belongs to the streets.
Yeah.
But he was like the guy. Anything, I didn't even realize I wanted in a man until I met him. To have the feeling of, I'm good, like I could do better than you, was a big wake up call. So how we got to February 2nd. So February 2nd, okay, I'm being messy because the last day of January, 30 days, half November, April, June, and November. So the 31st of January, I had a Tinder date and then I saw him the 1st. I was just being a messy hoe. I was being messy. I'm not gonna lie. I was being messy. And then February 2nd, I went back over there. He was like, oh, I'm gonna come pick you up. And I was like, okay, like at this point, it literally feels like two friends. Simple, point blank, period. It feels like we are friends. No one has any feelings.
If she went to talk to somebody about, listen, this breakup really messed me up and I need help. Like I seriously, my mind is off and I do not want to go into a spiral, like negative place.
Yeah.
I need help. You know what I mean? If she was honest about that and she gave herself time to really like understand where she's at mentally, this would have never happened to her. She would have never had like a messy situation because she would have fixed herself.
Yeah, but
You know what I mean?
even more important, like where's her father at, right? Like if her father knew she was doing this, right? Or even her friends, right?
Yeah.
That's how you know she doesn't necessarily have friends that are going to set her straight and be like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? And women, unfortunately, have an agreeable demeanor to them, right? So if your friend is doing X, women are more likely to agree or to just be like, yeah, you know, do your thing, sis, versus saying straight up, like, what you're doing is wrong, flat out.
Yes. No, and there are girls, like, and if her group of girls are the type to be like, nah, let's go out, let's go have fun, let's go get some guys, and da-da-da, if you're around those kind of girls, oh yeah, you're going to be in a messy situation.
Yep.
For sure. It's a huge impact to people that you have around you, right? Because if you have the right type of girlfriends around you being like, no, we'll talk it out. We'll help you get through it. We're not going to let you go down a wrong path. Like, doesn't matter how hurt you are. We're going to help you. And, you know, like, you're going to be better. Don't worry. But then there's another group of girls that are like, nah, you're going to have to get over him by getting under another guy.
Right.
Like, you get nonsense
and
advice.
And this is why
from wrong people.
women shouldn't get advice from other women in regards to relationships.
No, but I gave two different scenarios, right?
Yeah.
Like, there are the women who actually like want you to do good for yourself, and the other ones just want you to go out with them and be messy with them. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but I think majority, and I hear what you're saying, but I think majority of women are going to go more of the messy, agreeable route.
it depends on your friends.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what
it
I'm
does.
saying?
It does depend on your friends, but what I'm saying is majority, which is 51% and
Okay,
over.
fair.
Majority of women, and if they see their messy friend kind of doing their thing, partying, whatever, they're not going to be very standoffish, so to speak. They'll just kind of sweep it under the rug.
Mm-hmm.
They may kind of distance themselves from that friend, they're not going to sit them down and just tell them the raw truth, regardless of if it's going to hurt their feelings. There's not many girlfriends, so to speak, that will do that versus a guy. Like, you'd be like, yo, you're effing up or fix up. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be a different conversation is what I'm saying.
Yes.
But let's go ahead and continue.
And so I didn't mind going back over there. Again, I don't hate this guy. It was a very messy situation we should have never been in. I go back over there, and the second night, it was like the same thing. And I don't even think at that point, I was really just f***ing him. I don't know. Like, I had some like evil hot girl shit, not healthy mindset.
Okay, hold on.
She belongs to the streets.
Hold on. So she was just promoting Hot Girl Summer, right? And now she's saying that it's toxic.
Yep. Some evil spirit possessed her. The spirit made her do it.
I don't have anything else to say. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, if you look at music, right? You look at music, and it's interesting because you look at music, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, and Beyonce telling these girls to be independent. Where all my single ladies at, but behind closed doors, they're actually in relationships or they're married, right? So that's why people shouldn't, especially women, they shouldn't look at these celebrities for advice and direction, because they're ultimately going to lead you astray. And as you can see here, Hot Girl Summer, Megan Thee Stallion ultimately led her astray. Meanwhile, Megan Thee Stallion is in a relationship with her boyfriend.
Listen, turn off that radio, okay? Turn off the radio.
Spotify.
Close the Instagram.
Apple Music.
You know what I'm saying? Delete Instagram for a little bit, see what happens to your life. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta
turn off your phone and disconnect.
Yeah, you gotta detox yourself. Yeah, you got a full-blown detox, because social media can consume you over time, and ultimately you can do things that is not in your character to do, right? But let's continue.
Playing some like Megan stuff in the car, and the way I was like rapping it was just, I could tell it wasn't me. It was like some alter ego. I really never even asked to be in my body. And it was just so weird. After I went home that night, I was like, I'm good on sex. Like, I'm good right now. I don't need any more from anyone else. I need to figure out what that was, because whatever that was is not me. 2 weeks later, I had a mini pregnancy scare. I mean, this is probably me being dramatic, right? You missed one day of your period, you're like, I'm pregnant, but I did fail a pregnancy test, so we're all good. But
hold on. She said she had multiple pregnancy scares.
Like a mini pregnancy scare?
Mini, okay.
Yeah.
So that means she's not wrapping it up. That's crazy.
Yep. So,
and I'm a guy, meet a girl off Tinder thinking, I'm just going to have my fun, do my thing, meet this girl. Meanwhile, she slept with a whole bag of guys the night before or the nights before. And this is why men should always wrap it up. I always tell the young bucks, you got to wrap it up. I don't care how bad the chick is, how fine she is, you got to wrap it up, because you don't know what she did the night before. And ultimately, you're putting yourself at risk for, God knows what.
But it was just like that moment of like, what are you doing? Because what was me up is I was like, it would be 50% his, 50% not. And I was like, oh, hell no. I was like, I don't even love this guy anymore. Like, what the heck? I am not having sex with anyone. I am not pleasing myself until I get my mind right, until I figure out my stuff, because the last thing I ever want is an unhealthy attachment to sex, to an ugly emotion I don't like in myself, because sex is liberating and fun and sexy. And if it becomes like, dare I say, evil.
All right, let's just stop right there. I mean, what are your thoughts on that? Pretty much she's been ran through, so to speak, and now an unsuspected guy is going to come into her life, not know her history, because ultimately, she's going to lie about it, right? Let's be honest, most women do lie about their number. Yeah. And this guy's going to wifey her up, not knowing, what she did last year.
Well, she has it on YouTube, so. True. Yeah, I don't know. But the thing is, sex is not meant to be something, I don't know where this came from like being liberating, whatever. It's meant to be something you share that's very special, right?
Yeah.
If it's something special, you only share it with, someone that's special to you.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I see it. So all this about being like, liberated, meaning like free and open and all that kind of stuff. No. this is only for someone that is special, and that's how it's going to be.
So I secretly became celibate. And, I would make jokes. Like, I have some group chats with some followers. And, I have, like, private little pages that we all talk. A vlog channel. Like, I would say, like, hey, guys, I'm celibate. And everyone would be like, haha, come on. Or, like, not take it seriously or think it's a joke. So I just kind of let it go. I was like, all right, this is something I'm just doing until today.
All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and end this video. This is a mess.
Yep.
See, this is why I avoid women that are celibate or spiritual or horoscopes, any of that stuff, because usually there's something chaotic that has happened prior that's put them to this direction of being spiritual and celibate, right? And for me, when I was single, like that was a red flag for me. So for any guys listening, once a woman tells you she's celibate and she's not having sex and doesn't really give you a reason, or she's spiritual and you're a Pisces and she's a Capricorn and she's trying to do all that mumbo jumbo stuff. Ultimately, usually there's some type of trauma there. But what are your final thoughts?
Yeah, my advice would be to do not hot girl summer. Okay, it's only going to do more bad than good.
Yeah.
Okay, I always take the perspective of what's going to benefit me in the long run. Do you know what I'm saying? If I'm being honest with myself and saying what my long-term goals are, let's say in relationships, I would want, a husband and kids, and that's how I want my life to be.
Yeah.
So let me work towards that. My husband's not going to want me, out and about doing whatever. And obviously I don't want to do that and I want to have a child with my husband, and I just want to keep it in the right mindset. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
So doing that at a young age and really taking pride in your body and not sharing that with too many people, honestly feels really good. And it's a good feeling to know that I'm only sharing this with someone that I truly feel like deeply for. You know what I mean? And you'll have a better connection from there as well for women, but
yeah, I mean, it goes back to the parenting and the household, and having two parents in the household, having an important relationship with your father, because your father is going to give you that straight answer as to what you need to do.
And I'll be honest, my mom was honestly a huge influence on this too. She's just like, your body is like, take pride in yourself. You know what I mean? And you don't want to be doing anything that is, that could be seen as maybe shameful and things like that. Like, really understand, like, you're precious and you're a great woman and you want to save yourself for the right person. Yeah. So that's just how I was raised. But
more of that traditional household.
Yeah, 100%. So I would definitely say you're better off going that route. So
fair enough. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and end this video. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time.
Bye, guys.